What's going on, people? MMA Kid 09 here to do my UFC 106 recap slash review, and a couple of things to get out the way before I start. I want to give a big shout out to my first subscriber, Brandon Cordell. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, and yeah, thank you so much, bro. And go check out his videos. Really awesome singer if you're into singing. And if you come across this video, please subscribe. And second off, I'm trying to get better equipment. I'm doing this on Mixcraft. I'm recording myself and putting it into a video in Movie Maker. And I'm trying to find my camera charger. I can't find it anywhere. I've looked everywhere. And be on the lookout for a video of me, not just the audio. So yeah, here we go. I'm gonna start with the main event: Tito Ortiz versus Forrest Griffin 2. Um, Good fight. Obviously, I'm disappointed to see Tito win. I wanted to see him win really badly. But Forrest takes it via split decision. Um, the fight was scored 28-29, 30-27, and 29-28. So um, Forrest won the first round. That's where I had it. My scorecard that I was keeping during the fight, I had it 29-28 Forrest. And that's what two of the judges had it. One of the judges had it 30-27. One of the judges had it 29-28. Ortiz. Which first round I think it could win either way, but I gave it to Forrest. Second round, Tito obviously won. I don't know how the two on this website I have called sheerdog.com. On there it says all three judges scored the second round for Ortiz, but on a video I was checking out earlier made by another fellow YouTuber called MMA Insight, he said that two of the judges scored it for Griffin, but I really don't know. On sheerdog.com it says all three judges scored the second round to Ortiz, so I'm gonna have to look into that. But otherwise, the judging was pretty good in this fight, according to Sheerdog. I'm not sure where he got his information from, but according to Sheerdog, it's the judging seemed pretty good. First round I think could have went either way. All three judges gave it to Griffin. Could have went either way. I could see it was a controversial decision, because if they were to have a third fight, I really think that if it doesn't end, we're gonna have another controversial decision, because it's gonna be so close that people are gonna get mad if either guy wins. But if they do have I don't think they should have the third fight for about maybe after a year. They should have the third fight. And overall great fight. Who does Griffin fight next? Griffin, I would not mind seeing him fight Antonio Rogero Nogueira. I think that would be the best thing for the UFC to do. Little Nog versus Griffin. And as for Tito Ortiz, maybe a fight with Keith Jardine, or maybe even Rich Franklin. Both would be all three of them. All three of them are coming off of losses, so both of them would be good opponents for Tito. Alright, so moving on. Next fight, Josh Koscheck versus Anthony Rumble Johnson. This was a really good fight. The way Josh Koscheck won surprised me so much, because I really thought that Josh Koscheck was going to stand and brawl with Anthony, and to see him take him down, and even when he was standing, he was outboxing Johnson. Johnson kind of looked a little sloppy. Koscheck, I think the weight cut hurt Johnson. Even on the day of the weigh-ins, Johnson got dehydrated. I mean, he did everything he could to get into weight. He got into weight. It hurt him. He lost the fight. And plain and simple, he didn't show up that day. Could he have knocked out Josh Koscheck? Yes. Uh, but Josh Koscheck pulls out a rear naked choke on the ground, which was amazing. I think this is fight of the night, in my opinion. And who does Josh Koscheck fight next? Uh, I wouldn't mind seeing Josh Koscheck fight Dan Hardy. Then the winner of that gets the title shot. That's what I think should be done. I really don't think Dan Hardy, after just winning 4 fights against mediocre guys, well, not mediocre, but I mean, if he beats a guy like Josh Koscheck, then Dan Hardy deserves the title shot. Koscheck GSP would make a great fight. Hardy GSP would make a mediocre fight. Koscheck Hardy for the #1 contender. That's the best thing to do, in my opinion. Where does Anthony Johnson go from here? Probably a fight with Paulo Thiago. That's the only thing I could see in Anthony's future. I mean, other than that, what are they gonna do? Alright. Paulo Thiago versus Jacob Volkman. Paulo Thiago takes it. I'm not gonna go into that much. Luis Kane versus Antonio Rogero Nogueira. This was a contender for fight of the night too. Well, not just because he knocked him out, because I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, just because he knocked him out, this fight of the night. No, just because Nogueira showed how dominant he is. He just outboxed the guy like crazy. He just straight up knocked him out. Well, oh no, don't get me wrong. This was a controversial stoppage. Just because when Nogueira did knock him down, I don't think he landed the punches, and the referee stopped it too early. But either way, I think Nogueira would have finished him on the ground at that position. So Nogueira, big step. Maybe what's next for him? A fight with Forrest Griffin probably. That's what I would like to see. Little Nog versus Griffin. And the next fight, Amir Sadola versus Phil Baroni. Phil Baroni loses again. I think every MMA YouTuber pulled for Amir Sadola. Every person I know that I've talked to said Sadola's gonna win, and they were right. Baroni was a solid performance, but Baroni, I really think that he needs to go over to organization like Strikeforce, get a couple of wins there, maybe like 5 to 10 wins there, then come back to the UFC and see if he can hang with the big dogs in the UFC. Strikeforce has a mediocre welterweight division. He goes there, he gets a couple of wins under his belt, comes back to the UFC, then we'll see what happens. That's where I'm gonna leave it at. And Amir Sadola, solid performance. I mean, I really do not know what are they gonna do with him after this one, but this was a really good fight. But Phil Baroni, I don't think they should stick with him. I think they should release him. Maybe he should go to Strikeforce, get a couple of wins, then come back. That's the only thing I have to say for that one. I mean, this is a pretty solid card. Marcus Davis versus Ben Sanders, good fight. I mean, all the other ones were pretty good. Yeah, and that's it. And if you come across this video, please comment, rate, and subscribe. And especially subscribe. I'm trying to get this channel built up. And, yeah, thanks for watching. And tell me what you guys think down below. Tell me what you guys thought how the event was, how the fight was. If you think Tito and Ortiz was a wrong decision. I mean, I said Tito and Ortiz. I meant Ortiz and Griffin was a controversial decision or not. And tell me what you guys thought of the card overall. And thanks for watching, and good night.